Hi, I'm Tamara with Wyoming Dutch Oven Cooking. Of course, we're not in Wyoming anymore. We're down here in Yuma, Arizona. Aren't we lucky? And welcome to my kitchen. And what we're going to be doing today is something really fun. It's going to be apple dumplings, and you can use whatever apple you like. I like a good cooking apple. These are Macintosh apples, and I've already done 3 of them here. What I'm going to do is core out the middle and save the bottom, because you want to put the bottom in to help hold your filling. And in the filling, what it's going to be is brown sugar, cinnamon, and raisins. And you try to pack as much as you can into these. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do this. This is a nice little curved knife that works real good. Of course, we all have our special knives that we use in the kitchen. You just want to core out the middle part to get the seeds and the core out. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. We certainly are. Terribly spoiled coming down here in the wintertime. This is where you want to be careful you don't injure yourself, and then you'd have to have your husband help you. What a shame that would be, huh? This is something that is really fun to do with the kids, the grandkids. They just love things like this. Especially this time of year. Wonderful, wonderful apples from all over. As you can see what I've done there. And you try to get as much of the brown sugar and cinnamon in here as you can. And if you want to add a few chopped walnuts, that works good too. Of course, I didn't today, but you know, you can put that in. And then I put a little bit of butter in here. My goodness, you can't forget the butter. It just helps make everything even more yummy. Take that spoon and pack that in there. We grew up with things like this, and this is wonderful to do when you're out camping. This is why I tell you got to put that bottom back in, because your stuffing will fall right back out. And what you can do is you can make these ahead of time and take them up camping, which we do a lot of that in the summertime and in the fall, depends on the snow. There you go. Okay, that's our first step to our apple dumplings. So we'll see here in a little bit, and I'll show you how to prepare the wonderful pastry dough that's going to be wrapped around those. Okay, now we're going to do the pastry dough. And in this dough is 3 3/4 cups of flour, a half a cup of butter, half a cup of butter, 3/4 cups of shortening, vinegar, and an egg. And what you do is you put your shortening and your butter in here and mix it till it crumbles like that, as you can see. And you just mix that real well so all of that is mixed in there good. And then I've whipped together my egg, my water, vinegar, and we're going to pour this in here. And you want your water cold. That is a real key, to have ice cold water. And I just use a fork, or you can use your pastry blender, whatever works best for you. This is a really rich dough. I love this dough for a lot of different recipes. Of course, the key is not to overwork it, because that's how you get a tough dough. Of course, you know, this is where you got to get your hands in here and mix this together real well. And of course, I have the 4 apples that I prepared. So this is going to be a little more dough than what you need. And what you can do is freeze it and use it for something later. And I like to use wax paper. That seems to work real well. There we go. Of course, you put flour on here. And you want this probably in about a 6 to 8 inch circle. And then we're going to put this in a 10-inch Dutch oven. And in that, I have put parchment paper because these have a tendency, the apples, to ooze out and kind of make a mess. And that parchment paper just helps keep your Dutch oven nice and clean. And of course, you can do this in your home, in your own oven. You don't have to do it outside. But we're doing this outside today with coals, and you want to bake this at 350 for about an hour. Check them, and if it isn't done, oh, this is going to be wonderful. And then you just pull this up like this. And you just kind of pat it around your apple. Of course, my dough is not cooperating right there. And you want to have this a little bit thick. Look at that, isn't that neat? And you pat that real well because you don't want your dough to fall off. I'm going to put this in my Dutch oven while I'm doing this. I'm going to brush it with cream. This just helps brown it. I always have cinnamon and sugar mixed up ahead of time. Then you just sprinkle it with a little bit of cinnamon and sugar. There we go. Okay, great. I'll finish up doing these other ones, and then we'll put them in our Dutch oven and take them out and bake them. As you can see, we got them all ready. Don't they look beautiful? And we're going to take them out and put them in our cooking area where we've gotten ready. We're going to cook them with briquettes today. And of course, we want a little more heat on top to brown them. And like I said, 350 for about an hour, and we'll check them. So we'll show you the finished product soon. Look at this beautiful apple dumpling. Of course, we like to put drizzled caramel sauce. And if you really feel you want more calories, don't forget the vanilla bean ice cream. This is absolutely wonderful. It cuts really, really nice. As you can see, I wanted to show you how fun this is. And of course, your apple gets baked inside. Of course, I'm going to take a bite too because I want you to know that this is absolutely excellent. My husband's jealous. He'd rather be taking one for me. Oh my. It is cooked perfect. You really don't need any vanilla bean ice cream. Beautiful. And you know what works really great is my husband was able to just lift them up from the parchment paper out of our Dutch oven and put them on this plate. And it just worked out perfect. It did take a little bit longer, but everything always takes a little bit longer. It's worth it. And what we like to do is drizzle a little bit of our favorite caramel sauce on top. Apples and caramel just go together perfect. Look at that. Just remember to please subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment. Thank you. We enjoy you with us today. We do have a website. It's called Wyoming DutchOvenCooking.com. And if you go to that website, we are an Amazon affiliate, and you can look at our recipes, not our recipes, but our spices and a lot of our cookware and things that we love to use. And it doesn't cost you anything more because we are an Amazon affiliate. And just remember, we have a free guide and a recipe book that you can certainly enjoy there also. And thank you for joining us today. Of course, every week we have a new one coming out. So remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment. And of course, our motto is great food shared with family and friends equals wonderful times. And thank you. We appreciate all of you today. And here's to our wonderful viewers. Till we meet again next time.